Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel where we are finally getting back to some non-gaming videos. Admittedly, they are still speed drawings and I do have an awful lot of these left to do, and I do have some other stuff that I do want to get done as well, but you know, here we are. So yes, we are doing a drawing today that my Twitch chat recommended. Thank you so much to FishJam, my Patreon, who requested this drawing and also this video. I'm really grateful as always for your patronage and thank you so much, and you always come up with some amazing ideas for me to draw, because this is not something that I would have thought that I'd be able to draw, but here we go. So for those of you who have watched my videos for a very long time now, the last 8 years, you will know that I have two cats. One of them is called Growler, who is a large chonky boy, and the other one is Loki, who is slender and pretty but is the epitome of the saying, why are the pretty ones always so dumb? He is also the one that cries a lot, and when I say that I mean like if I shut the door because I want to go use the loo unattended or the bath or anything like that, he is the cat that sits there and cries to be let in. It's adorable, I love him, he's amazing, however, he cries a lot. Now this has happened on stream several times and may even show up in some of my videos. In fact, I just heard the bounce of Loki waking up and deciding that he wants to come for a cuddle, so this voiceover may suddenly get very strange and very weird. There's a reason that the cats are in a lot of my audio and in a lot of my games, and it is because of Loki, because if I have the door closed, as I've said before, he cries. So, when this particular emotion came up on the emotion board, FishJam asked me to draw Loki crying and begging, because that's what he does. He begs for attention. In the morning when I come down and I open the kitchen door to let them out and let them have a play and all that kind of thing, he is constantly there crying to be let out, which is adorable, but at the same time, a lot of people get upset that I close the door and lock my cats out of my bedroom and I don't sleep with my cats. There is a reason behind that, and I will get into that now. Loki and Growler are both of a breed of cat called a Savannah cat. It is a fairly new breed, and it is a mix of a domesticated cat and a serval cat. Serval cats are from Egypt and are obviously wild cats. They have been domesticated several times. They are actually quite easy to domesticate because they're very similar to the cheetah in that the fact that they are quite easy to make social bonds with, which is very strange, but at the same time, absolutely lovely. Savannah cats are very large and because of the nature of their breed. Now my two are serval and Bengal cat mix, which you wouldn't know because, as you know, Bengal cats are also kind of a wild exotic breed and are known for being very excitable, very energetic, very crazy, run all over the place, be hyperactive. And my two are quite sedate, and I think that's because they are getting on in years. They're a good 13 to 15 years. We don't know exactly how old they are now, but they could live up to 25 years. Now, why does this doesn't quite explain why I don't let them sleep with me. Growler is a good cuddle buddy for naps. Honestly, he is a good cuddle buddy. He will do, if anyone's seen any of those viral cat videos where the cat curls up on the bed and snuggles in with his owner and is like, yeah, I absolutely love the idea of sleeping with my owner, you know, having naps, and like, Growler's like that 90% of the time. The 10% of the time he does the cat thing of realizing that you are in a deep sleep, panicking and jumping on me, which is not good for or conductive for sleep. Now, why do cats do this? Cats do this for a variety of reasons. The first being that cats do not sleep as deeply as humans do, which is why they sleep so much. So when we go into deep REM sleep, they think that we've died, which is why when we wake up in the morning and we meet our cats for the first time and they are like, seem really happy to meet us, it's because they thought we were dead, or at least, you know, very sick, and they don't like that, surprisingly. So yes, Growler will actively try and wake me up in the night to make sure that I am alive, and because of that, I'm fairly small. I am 5'3", and Growler is at least half of my body height. And like he can curl up really small because cats can curl up really small. That's like kind of what the joke is, like how does water, you know, cats are a liquid. He perfectly embodies that. But yeah, he can't stay in the same room as me because he will try and wake me up by bouncing on my chest and crushing my lungs. And Loki, who I absolutely adore, is he has separation anxiety, which is a terrible thing. It means that like he was separated from his mum too early, possibly, and he loves me a lot. He doesn't like being away from me, which is difficult for work, but he kind of has got used to that. But I have to be home at a certain time, otherwise he gets very upset and will wander around crying. So he can't sleep with me in my bed because he will curl up on my face and suffocate me. I have tried it a couple of times, and yeah, it's not a conductive night's sleep. And when you get up for work at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, you have to have your sleep. So my lovely boy Loki is unfortunately not capable of staying with me overnight, and therefore I can't let Growler stay with me overnight because Loki needs to have access to either me or Growler. There's no in between. There needs to be one of us within his sight, or at least within his shouting range, that we can respond. Otherwise he gets very, very, very upset, bless him. He also is the quieter of the two in that he doesn't purr too much. Growler purrs all the time. I'm pretty sure the reason that Growler's name is Growler is because he purrs like a truck. Like it purrs all the time. Except his meow is the most pathetic little meow I've ever heard. You see this massive cat and you're like, it's gonna shout at me. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be meow. No, he's like meow, meow, meow. Oh, look, and here he comes running. Bless him, I love him so much. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave that here. It was a bit of a rambly video. Thank you once again to Fish Jam for requesting this one. I do hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try and do another Stardew Valley video today because I know that those are pretty fun and I do keep meaning to do more of them. But yes, I do hope you enjoyed it. Take care, everybody. Have fun, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.